Hey guys, it's Vishali. I am at Cobham today because I went to Maurizio Sarri's pre-Chelsea versus Leicester press conference. It was a really interesting press conference. He was actually in really good spirits, and a lot of the questions he was asked about was about Eden Hazard and the fact that he looks likely to continue using him up front as a false number 9. Now, what I want you to do in today's vlog is really get your thoughts on whether or not you think Hazard works up front as a false number 9, as a forward, because I think it's an interesting role for him. He played there under Antonio Conte. Remember last season Hazard said he actually doesn't really like playing up front because he doesn't really get that much time on the ball. But after seeing how he did have an impact, yes, it was after about 40 minutes in that 2-0 win over Manchester City, and the fact that he played to good effect up front against Brighton, another win for Chelsea. Sarri has basically said that he wants to continue exploring using Hazard as a false number 9. Now, you'd imagine that had Sarri had a fully in-form striker, that he probably would never have even started using Hazard up front. But as Morata's only just returned to training, that's what Sarri said, he's only returned to training on Thursday. The fact that even when Morata returned, he hasn't exactly been scoring the goals left, right and centre. And the fact that despite Giroud offers a lot off the ball, it doesn't look like Sarri trusts Giroud to play and start Premier League games up front. So it looks like a system we're going to be seeing much more of. I think you might see it actually against Leicester. I think it's a system that does work on occasion, but if you don't feed Hazard the ball enough, then he gets starved of service and he basically doesn't end up getting involved in play. When he's on the left, I just think he's much more freer. He can cut in, he can run at defenders, and that poses a lot more of a problem for defenders, opposition defenders, and I think he's much more effective on the left than he is up front. Of course, he's putting his all into playing up front as a forward for Chelsea because he's basically being relied upon until at least Chelsea sign another forward. But I do think it's an interesting role. We have to see how it does against Leicester if he does indeed play in that position. I do think he's best positioned on left. But guys, I want your thoughts on this. So leave a comment under this video with your thoughts on whether or not you think Sarri should continue using Hazard as a false number 9. Now, quick thoughts on some links and reports linking Chelsea to a few strikers, because there have been reports about Chelsea are interested in signing Callum Wilson. Remember, after that win over Bournemouth, Eddie Howe said there's no scenario in which Bournemouth will look to sell Callum Wilson. He is in form, he looks good, he had a pretty good showing in that Carabao Cup quarter-final loss for Bournemouth. And there's also reports linking Gonzalo Higuain to Chelsea, a player who Sarri knows really well. Now, Sarri would not talk about either striker, even though Gianfranco Zola basically confirmed Chelsea are interested in Wilson. So just not Sarri refused to talk about those two strikers, but they're certainly ones to kind of keep your eyes on, because I think Chelsea will be looking to go in for a forward in the January transfer window.